Welcome back to Boxes of Trauma, things I found in my hoarder mother's condo and storage unit. In the last video, I found these pocket notes, ledgers, called a ledger, from the 20s through the 40s, like varied, of my mom's parents. And in the last one, I found the date that my mother was born. That was really cool. So if you want to check out that last video. And then I just wanted to show you real quick, because I'd like to get into these a little bit more, but I just wanted to do this really quick because I have to go. But I just found a couple things looking through that I thought, look, it's a weekly time book. Isn't that cool? That I just noticed that I wanted to share with you. In this one, so this says my grandfather's name, my grandmother's name, and my aunt's name. And now my mom was born later in their life. So at this point, my aunt, that's her initials. She was probably like real young, just learned to write. This is very hard to read. I'm going to try to put it like here where it's going to miss all that crap on the side and the crap on the bottom. This is my grandmother's banana cake recipe here. This is from all this stuff written in this one was 1926. So this is her recipe, and the icing is down here. That's pretty cool. And then here, this must have been, this is where they did all their sort of bookkeeping and stuff. And they're like in the last video, like this is like wages. And they had a farm at this point. So some calculations for some farm stuff. And here is cream pickle recipe, which looks kind of good. I'd like to try that. Turmeric. That seems fancy for that area at that time. Maybe not fancy, but maybe feeling a little bit exotic. So that looks cool. So that's really neat. This old, I don't know, I'm trying to get the glare off it. It's written so lightly, but that's pretty neat. And then in this book, I found, so this is like what they were buying and stuff. There's a lot of Heinz catsup and a lot of Canada Dry that I've seen throughout a few of these books, and a lot of my aunt's drawings. She must have been like doodling when they were doing their, bookkeeping and stuff. I think that is so sweet. This is from 1934, it looks like. And I also noticed that, so lots of Heinz catsup, lots of Canada Dry, and also, what is this? I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue. They bought a lot of that. What is that? Can somebody tell me what kind of food that is? Look, what's this? What's that? I don't know. Also, in another one, I found that they were buying lots of vinegar. What were they doing with that vinegar? Pickling stuff, maybe? But that was a lot. Like, I saw it listed a lot. Maybe it was small amounts a lot. But this, I'm going to Google it, I guess, but I thought it would be something interesting for discussion. What is that? What are they buying it for? I don't know. And then the other thing I wanted to share was they did save a few... I'm sure this was all my grandma. This was like some of these I can't determine like why it was saved. But like this was a Hints from Heloise this was 1969, and it was just something from Hints from Heloise, like the etiquette and stuff like that. And that's a cat. This was, because they had a farm, this was keeping track of their cows. It took me a while to understand what was happening here. This was discussing when the cows were bred and when the calves were born. I thought that was really interesting. And who had what and when and all that stuff. I think that's, oh my gosh, excuse me, ma'am. So cows, when they were born, and then this one made me sad. This calf was born dead. That's a bummer. But I guess you got to keep track of all of that. So lots of interesting tidbits I'd like to get more into. And then I was flipping. I was like, oh, is anything else in here? What is that? What is this? Oh, okay. This is a woman. And this says like black, pink, whatever. And I'm wondering now if my grandmother was a quilter. but that doesn't look like her handwriting either. So I don't know if this was for like an art and I don't know what year this was. I think my aunt was just still too young to have this kind of, that's not kid handwriting. That's clearly like my grandmother's handwriting. So I wonder if she was like making a design for a quilt or something and putting the colors she was going to use or something like that. I don't know. Like, and there's nothing else. I'm so sorry, ma'am. Excuse me, lady. Isn't that interesting? All these little books. And I want to go through them more, but I just wanted to make this now long video. But there's so much interesting stuff in here. Anyway, I thought it was really neat. I just wanted to share. Have a great day. Ma'am.